Welcome to ZTV News. I'm Mikayla Salcido.
And I'm Haley Pickup. Did you have a fun time at prom this past weekend?
I sure did. What about you?
I had a blast. I hope everyone had a great time at prom.
Juniors, mandatory ACT testing will be held on April 5th. Look in the cafeteria to see where you need to report to.
Seniors, are you interested in being in this year's Lip Dub? Check your email for the sign-up sheet.
Do you want a yearbook? They're on sale right now for $75 until April 15th. You can pick them in order form in Miss Warden's room 915 or in the front office. Preston got more information about the upcoming fishing tournament the wrestling team is hosting.
Let's hear more about it.
I'm Coach Willard. I'm the head wrestling coach here at Claremore. The fishing tournament is April 30th. Check-in will be right out in the parking lot there at 6 a.m. And then we will dismiss from there. It's for our wrestling team to provide food, actually some of it may go towards our new wrestling mats as well, but it's more just a fundraiser to help support the wrestling program throughout the year. When I came here 9 years ago, the board wanted something unique, and I used to put this on as when we were in high school. I would put one of these on just for me and my buddies, and started out and just a pond hopping tournament because everybody's got a pond they can fish, and that was why, and it was just a lot of fun. You just need a team. We like three-man teams. You can do it as a two-man. The cost is $90 whether it's two-man or three, but that's it. You show up. You can show up that morning, or we would like everybody to be entered by the 22nd, but that's it. You need a fishing pole and a team. It is a $1,000 payout to the winning team. Yeah, I've competed every single year. Me and my brother always enter it together. I've never won, unfortunately, but that's okay.
Next, Ag received some awesome new technology to help them out. Let's see exactly what they got.
This is our metal fabrication and construction class here right now. Students come in with a basic understanding of welding. So we advance that. They learn MIG welding, metal inert gas, stick welding, and then oxy-fuel acetylene cutting here. I wrote a grant with, it's called the Carl Perkins Grant. There's some programs here at Claremore High School that have access to that throughout. And then we received a donation from an industry here in the community to make up the difference in the cost of that piece of equipment. The virtual welder basically is a welding simulator to where we can set it up for specific types of welds. They're going to weld pipe or plate, specific joints on how that metal is joined together, and then the specific type of welder. We can program that machine to one of those specifics. A student can go over there and weld that specific type of joint that we have set up. And then when it's complete, it immediately shows them a grade on the criteria of what we need to improve on and what we need to work on based on that specific joint that we're wanting them to do. The money's on consumables as far as metal and electrodes and things like that. So has a great use for the beginners, and then we can advance it because those students, there's programs preset in that welder to where they can advance through all the way up to the welding certification exam at the end, just like they would take via Tulsa Welding School or NTC or things of that nature. We can now progress those students through that right here at Claremore High School.
Our very own Lanto Field is getting a brand new scoreboard. Coach Hurt has more information for us.
I think the new scoreboard is going to be an awesome addition to our school system, to our stadium. It's really going to enhance graduation this May, and we're excited to get that thing in place. There's been a lot of work going on with the scoreboard. You just can't tell that right now, but there's been lots of plans in place with the electrical side of it and all those logistics that go along with that. So they've been working on that behind the scenes for several weeks now. The goal for the new scoreboard to be ready for use is graduation. We want to send our seniors out with that new video board in place and all of their friends and family at graduation on May 15th. The main features of the new scoreboard is that it's all digital. It won't be an old school board like we have now that just has a small digital component to it. The entire board is going to be digital. So it's going to have many things that we can do with it in terms of advertising and graphics and replay and all those kinds of things that folks are accustomed to seeing on TV. I think all sports can benefit from the scoreboard. It's one of those things that could be on at all times of the day with highlights and videos and advertisements on it. I think it can be used in ways we haven't even thought about yet. The new scoreboard was brought up by our Board of Education and our upper administration, Mr. Frazier, our superintendent, and their vision and what they see for this community and this school district is a great thing. And I think that their ideas are about to come to fruition with this new board in place.
James talked to Mr. Cummings about the academic team and what they do. Let's see what they have to offer.
You'll have a person reading questions, and you have 2 teams set up at 2 different tables, teams of 4. And the team that buzzes in first gets the answer first. They're trivia questions, testing a wide array of knowledge from science and history, the math, the art. We finished second in the area tournament, which gave us the ability to go to state. You have to finish in the top 2. We don't really have too many other tournaments outside the OSSAA. We do have a conference. We did pretty well in our conference in the fall. But no world tournament victories. But we got a lot of wins this last fall. There's a lot of pressure for kids when they do buzz in to be right. So you hope kids buzz in when they know it, but some kids kind of hold off, afraid of being right. But luckily we have a lot of kids that, if they're wrong, they don't really care. They're going to move on and try to answer the next question anyway, which is exactly what you need. You can come talk to me. You can enroll on it, and then come talk to me, see if we're a good fit. There's really no formal way of enrolling. We are looking at kids that have a deep knowledge of either specific areas of study or just have a wide array of knowledge that are just very random and scattered. In fact, those are some of the best players. They just know things. After the state tournament, this April 2nd on a Saturday, that should be it. So the next big one is our state tournament. That was supposed to happen in February, but weather delayed it. And so now we're having it the Saturday after this one.
The baseball team had a tournament during spring break in Gulf Shores. Let's hear what the boys have to say.
The games went good. We went 4-0. We played Bob Jones Academy, Friendship Academy, Pascagoula, Alabama, Lipscomb Academy, and yeah, 4-0. Games went good. So the drive was like 14 hours long. It was really long. Favorite place I ate was the shrimp basket. What I'm gonna miss about these trips is the team bonding that goes on, and the bus ride down there. At Ole Miss, we went and watched Ole Miss play ORU.
Gulf Shores was fun. We got a lot of team bonding in and hanging out with friends. While we were down there, we went to the beach. We played spike ball, football. We went swimming with dolphins, looking for a sandbar. We played on a field with a whole bunch of fog, and it was horrible. Couldn't see the ball. It was like you're in a scary movie or something. Smoke everywhere. My favorite part about going to Gulf Shores was just hanging out with my friends in the hotel room and at the beach, cuddling with Ethan. My favorite place we went to eat was probably McDonald's. I got the fish McMuffin.
Tyler spoke to our wonderful security guard, Officer Sandusky. Let's see what he's up to.
I was a police officer for 28 years in Claremore. I was started out as a patrolman, of course, and worked my way to lieutenant. And then I retired in 2017, March of 2017. And now I work part-time at the college, and work security here at Claremore High School. I enjoy being around the kids. I enjoy just helping people still. And that's why I was a police officer, because I do like to help people. And I just like being around kids and think I contribute something to everybody having a good time at Claremore High School. It's 5 years this March. We used to do this as a part-time job when I worked the street. We'd work security here at the high school. And I just remembered, had a good time. And when I got ready to retire, I needed a little something to supplement my salary for a few years. And I came talk to Mr. McLaren. Mr. McLaren asked me if I would come out here and work security at the high school. Really time off. I get a lot of time off in the summer. I get all my holidays. I get my weekends and all that kind of stuff. But just like on a pretty day today, I'd like to maybe be off, but that's okay too.
That's all the news we have for this week.
We'll see you next week.
Go Zebras!